How's it going, everyone? Yep, it's your old friend movie and game lover 98 here, and this is my lucky day today because I'm doing another chat stream today for April 12th of 2023 because, well, if I decide to do this one today, I don't even have to do one on Friday anyway. So, yep, let me go ahead and provide the link a few times. And MP says hi. Hello, MP. Inflates balloons. And AR Dude says, how am I? Great. AR Dude, thank you. But as I'm providing the link, like I mentioned before, please no inappropriate stuff if anyone is trying to join. Please don't show me inappropriate stuff, otherwise I'm removing that person. And MP Inflates Balloons asks, what's your favorite Leapfrog movie with the classic ones from 2003 to '07? Well, not including the Christmas special, MP Inflates Balloons, my favorite one is definitely Math Circus. Because, well, I loved math so much when I was a little kid. And, well, I always loved doing math since I was a kid. Counting, adding, and subtracting was one of my favorite school math things to do. Kind of puts me in mind of the Harcourt math thing on the computer back in elementary school in my area. And our dude says, do you plan on getting some new Thomas TVs? Well, I have all the US Thomas TVs already, but I'd like to get those UK releases maybe, but I don't have a region-free disc player. And Paramount 360 says, hi there. Hello, Paramount 360. And MP says, I didn't like the 2009 through 2013 designs. And Lance Jackson says, Blue's Clues Math is my favorite episode from season 2 of Blue's Clues. That's cool, Lance Jackson. I think that's one of my favorite episodes of Steve as well. It's another one of my favorites because, like Steve. Well, there's lots of Blue's Clues episodes where they do math. AR Dude says, I got my copy of Calling All Engines with the handle case. Huh, you mean you're talking about the Australian copy, AR Dude? That's an interesting question. And Tommy Not Now says, hello, movie. Hello, Tommy. Let me see if there's a guest I can say. I think Tommy's trying to join, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Here, let me see if I can do this. And Caden Zerf says, do I like DreamWorks? Of course I do. My favorite one would have to be Shrek, the first one from 2001. Because, maybe I would get that 4K release of the first Shrek if they released the second one on 4K. And Caden Zerf asked, what's my favorite Home Alone movie? Obviously, the first one from 1990. But the second one is also as good as the first. But, my sister-in-law hates Home Alone 2 Lost in New York because of that one cameo of Donald Trump, but even though he was just an ordinary person. AR Dude says, am I excited for the Toy Story 5 movie? I don't know if I am, AR Dude, because I don't know. Since the fourth one was such a very, very, even more sad ending, but I didn't cry to it, I really don't know if I'm really pumped for Toy Story 5. And MP says, do I like Encanto movies? I didn't really like Encanto from Disney that much. Is it like they're trying to make a different version of, their own version of Pixar's Coco? They're trying to make it similar as Coco? And Caden asks, do I like Over the Hedge? I do like Over the Hedge. That's a great movie. And Paramount 360 says, "Do you believe that Smudger is Bertram?" I think that's possible. Paramount, I guess what they did was took his model face off of a model that they originally used when they copied the model from Rheneas and just put it onto the Duke model because they didn't make Duke appear after season 4 of Thomas. Yes, and yes, the stock footage does not count of season 7. When he makes the stock footage appearance in the episode Harold and the Flying Horse from season 7, that doesn't count. And from MP says, "Do I like the B movie?" Of course I do. It's got Jerry Seinfeld voicing Barry. Or, well, the B, his name. I think that's his name, yeah. But it's got John Goodman in that movie, too. Lance Jackson says Spider-Man 1 and 2 are my favorites. That's cool, Lance Jackson. I like the first two as well. They're my favorite of the Tobey Maguire Samurai Spider-Man trilogy. Yeah, the third one is definitely my least favorite. Which Thomas song theme do you like better, the 1984 through 2003 version or the 2000? I think he meant to say 2003. MP meant to say 2004 to 2014, and Jerome Colin better. Definitely the 1984 through 2003 version of the classic series theme song. And Paramount 360 says, "Do I also know about the missing coach episode from season 2 of Thomas and Friends?" Yeah, they originally going to be putting it as the placeholder for Better Late Than Never, but for some reason they had some scenes from the missing coach already planned for the episode Break Van, aka Donald and Douglas in the US. So they basically just took those snapshots, well, to some of those scenes from the missing coach, but just crocked it into the Break Van story, aka Donald and Douglas's debut episode, what it's called in the US. And yeah, ARD says I'm excited for the new Trolls movie coming out later this year. I'm not sure because I've not watched Trolls at all. I'm not really into Trolls that much. Just like I'm not a big fan of watching Despicable Me with the Minions at all. Paramount 360 says, "Do I don't like Trolls." Yeah, I don't like Trolls that much. And MP asks, "What do you think is the most overrated CGI movie franchise of Thomas?" Um, I would have to say maybe the CGI Miller era, but I do like almost all the ones from the CGI Brenner era. And Caden asks, "What's your favorite scene from the Tom and Jerry movie 2021?" Definitely, I like to pick the scene where like when they're trying to get to this hotel. Oh shoot! I think I might have said something wrong. Shoot. And ARD says I plan to get more Thomas TVs. That's cool. And which Thomas TVs do you plan to get on soon, AR dude? I don't know which ones because they're really hard to list them all out. And Paramount 360 says I heard that you found a factory error on the Best of Thomas DVD. Yeah, I found some errors. Like some of them are on the booklet on Best of Thomas DVD, Paramount 360. Like when you get to the Thomas's best friends middle section of the booklet, where for some reason Rheneas and Skarloey's names are messed up. Like Skarloey is named Rheneas and Rheneas has Skarloey's name instead for some reason. But anyway, yeah. And yeah, like I said before, anyone is welcome to join, but please no inappropriate stuff on whoever's screen. Because if anyone's screen is making inappropriate background noises, I'm removing that person. And Caden Zerf says, "What's your favorite scene from Toy Story of Terror?" I gotta say the one where I gotta say I like the one where Jesse goes on this walk with this action figure. Said he remembers Combat Carl. That's probably my favorite scene. Because even though I think yes, only Toy Story 1 and 4 are the only ones where they reference Combat Carl. And Airdude says, "What's your second favorite Pixar movie?" Mine is definitely Finding Nemo because I heard there's, I think they said there's rumors saying there might be a Finding Marlin movie coming out. And Parent 360 already asked, "I even heard that you made a custom DVD of Better Late Than Never." Of course I did. It's just not with me right now. And Kaden asks, so many questions. What's my favorite scene from Toy Story 3? No, Cars 3. Pardon me. Shoot. Yeah, Cars 3. My favorite part, Caden, would have to be like partially the one where Lightning McQueen is trying to show Cruz Ramirez how to be a racing car. And Paramount 360 says there is no Finding Marlin. Well, there were some rumors saying they're probably gonna make a third Finding Nemo film. Paramount 360 because I looked at there was just a teaser saying there might make another Finding Nemo film, but really I don't think they should. And yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I don't know if there will be. There's probably not going to be a Finding Marlin for some reason. Caden asks, "What's your favorite scene from Jingle All the Way?" So many questions, even though it's just simply chatting. My favorite scene from Jingle All the Way would have to maybe, the scene where, Howard tries to get this one Turbo Man action figure out of this one neighbor's house and it caught a fire. Probably that scene. And Paramount 360 says, you know that James has no whistle on the James Red Balloon DVD, right? Yes, it's also on the VHS. And Yakking with Friends says hi. Hi, Yakking with Friends. And Kane Zerif says, sorry, I apologize for... It's okay, Kane Zerif. I just need to ask these other chat sentences from other people. And Yakking with Friends says, I got the Polar Express 4K. That's cool. I'm trying to get that for my birthday, the Polar Express 4K. Because I have Elf on 4K as well as National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and A Christmas Story. And Paramount 360 says, what is your favorite Thomas and Friends DVD meal game? I've never heard of such a thing like that. DVD meal game of Thomas and Friends. I'm not sure what movies I want to get on which format next, AR Dude, because I have so many movies. Because I have so many movies I've tried out so already, like so many years ago. That's why I'm not sure if I want to get them next. DVD meme game, says Paramount 360. I don't know what that means. Yak with Friends says, can you show the Wiggles movie? I could possibly go grab it, but unfortunately it's stuck in a box, and I don't know if I should rearrange the box, but I'll make sure to fix it after the stream's over, but I'll be really careful. Oh, shoot. Why? I don't know why you keep saying meme game. DVD menu game is what I'm saying. Okay, yes, DVD menu game. I do like to say from the ones from the classic series, I do like the build an engine game from Best of James, where you helped fix Thomas, Percy, and James. And Kainzerf asked, what's my favorite scene from the Wiggles movie? I gotta say the one where they're doing this pirate dance on Captain Feathersword's thing. And what else can I say? Air Dude says, do I like Stranger Things? I've never seen that movie, so I don't know anything about it. And yeah. Kainzer says, do you like the character Wally from the Wiggles movie? Yeah, he's kind of like the Huxley from Elmo and Grouchland, where he stole Elmo's blanket, but this one he stole Greg's magic wand. Yeah, it would be cool if they just released it onto Blu-ray. The Wiggles movie, Yakking with Friends. Magical Adventure, the Wiggly movie could be put onto Blu-ray, but unfortunately, Hit Entertainment didn't have the money to do that. And if you guys are not also aware, I was, I'm trying to think of a way to display more of my media once I get an actual bedroom in my house in this neighborhood that's by me and my brothers. One of my brothers is whole high school, and my oldest brother's other half old high school as well. That just depends which bedroom I get. Hopefully it has good square feet, and I don't have to worry about all that stuff because I would like to make sure I can display my movies very nicely, like as possible, like that. And SpongeBob Fanatic 2005 says, "Hey, hi, moving game lover 98. Hi, SpongeBob Fanatic 2005." And like I said, yeah, I might have to get some more shelves to display more of my video games and movies because, well, I just want to be able to display everything, so I don't have to worry about putting it in stupid boxes all the time. Because I know that's so stupid having to. It's so annoying have to keep stuff in boxes. And yeah, yeah, no, yeah. So like I said, I'm probably gonna be able to find a way to actually maybe display all my movies this time. And Thompson PBS fan programmer says, "Oh hey, I didn't know you're doing another stream." Well, sometimes I might be lucky and be able to do streams on Wednesdays. Sometimes Thompson PBS fan program breaker. But for other times, I'll just have to do it just Tuesdays and Fridays. But because Thompson PB's fan program breaker, if my brother does like to go out to hang out with friends on Wednesdays, hey, this is really my lucky time to do another stream for chatting. And I don't know what that says from AR Dude. What's your opinion on me? I do like you as a friend, AR Dude. Yes, I see you commenting on my videos a lot on my YouTube channel, and I appreciate that. And Thompson PS fan program breaker says, excuse me, says that's great. Yeah, sometimes it is great. Because well, like I said, sometimes maybe Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are my easiest days to do streams. And it says TBH means to be honest. I wish I could do a stream on Friday. Yeah, I know you wish you could do a stream on Friday, Toss a PS Fan Program Breaker, but I know the weekends is probably the easiest for you to do. Because I gotta check my dad and my brother's timetables of how long their schedules are at work, and I'd have to keep an eye on that schedule every once in a while. Because, well, that's what I would possibly say. And Paramount 360 asks, many live streams are you doing? I'm possibly gonna maybe do one. Well, it depends on maybe I could do one if I just do this one today. I don't even have to worry about doing one on Friday anyway. So it just depends on what my brother is gonna be doing Friday. And you can join since you do have time now. Toss a PS Fan Program Breaker. Sure, link has been provided. And Yak with Friends says, if you were in the Wiggles, you will be Greg. Okay, I don't know how I could be Greg. I mean, I have to I have to say my name is Greg. And Light Blue Yoshi Fano 2 says hello. Hello, Light Blue Yoshi Fano 2. And Paramount 360 says, have you ever seen Tugs before? I've heard of the show, but I just don't know what I haven't forgotten to watch. I just have forgotten to watch it all the way through because there's this one thing in Steaming to Legacy Part 4, Thomas Goes International, where this one scene towards the end where this guy says, unfortunately, due to bankruptcy of Clearwater going bankrupt, there's this one scene that with so many worms going up on this one ship, it gives me the creeps. Because I fear I'm going to have like a bad dream. What if some bugs were crawling up on me in the middle of the night and I was screaming like crazy in the middle of the night? And ARD says I might do a live stream later today. Yeah, I'm not sure how you can combine it in my stream, AR dude. I don't know how you can combine your stream you're doing from your thing and just add it in mine. And Lance Jackson says I would be Murray because I love the guitar and rock and roll star. Well, that was cool because I know you love the guitar, Lance Jackson. I mean, guitar is probably the easiest instrument I could try and play. Okay, I know what you're saying, AR dude. You'll just do your own. Okay, well, if I may have time, if I finish the stream, I maybe have time to look at it. I'll probably see what it is. And Yak with friends says I sleep in class on my break. Huh? I never do such a thing like that. So yep. Hopefully, yes. I just said Thompson PBS fan program Ricker says he will possibly join because well, this is his. He said he had time to join now. Well, he says he'll have time to join now because well, today's Wednesday. So yes, if you guys are not also aware, yes, I'm gonna maybe get some shelves from IKEA once I move to my new house. That's in the neighborhood by me and my both of my brothers' old high school, and my older sister's old high school too, because I forgot to mention that earlier. Did I see the Wiggles live, Yakun friends? I don't think I did. I mean, I watched the video of live hot potatoes where I can see them live. So yes, I'll probably find some shelves from IKEA that look identical, just like Jay's Blu-rays ones look like, and I could possibly do it like this, where well, maybe I could have more stuff displayed because I would like to. Because it's just like I have movies I like to own because it's ones I like. Because I know Jay's Blu-rays, I don't know why he has two copies of that '70s show on Blu-ray because I guess he wants to keep one of them because it has the cool special features and one of them can be used to watch the episodes. Do you think the Wiggles copied the Beatles? Says Yak with friends. I don't think they copy the Beatles because at least they don't. At least they don't try to do songs like the Beatles do. So yeah, probably get these identical shelves. Well, these ones will be cool ones, just like Jay's Blu-rays has in his personal collection. And Caden Zerf says, "Do you like Ralph Breaks the Internet?" Of course I do. And if you guys are not also aware, I would like to yes, display more of my media just to show it off. Maybe I'll show a gigantic home media collection. And yes, Thomas will be included in the whole entire collection, kind of like Gum Robber does in some of his videos. I'm sorry for your grandpapa, says Yakking with Friends. It's okay, Yakking with Friends. He was a kind and caring grandfather, the one on my dad's side. Which I'd rather not give out his name here. Well, I guess I could say his name since there's no one else here. Yes, my grandpa Robert Sixto Sanchez, he was a caring grandfather. He used to really like to be good at caring for me and my siblings when we were really little and when he and my grandmother had to watch over me and my other siblings when my dad and mom had to go to work. And Kaneser says game. My favorite Wii game? Well, I really don't have a favorite Wii game, but have to say I do like Mario Party 8. That's my favorite Wii game. I lost my grandmother too, says yakking with friends. I'm sorry to hear that yakking with friends, because well, it's hard to lose someone you love. And my grandfather, Robert Sixto Sanchez, was the same way. He was he knew when to take care of my siblings when me and them were really little. And Thompson PBS Fan Program says I'm joining right now. Sure, you may absolutely join Thompson PBS Fan Program Breaker, because like I said, anyone's welcome to join, but I got to make sure no one's showing inappropriate stuff. Otherwise, that whoever's screen is making inappropriate noises, I'm removing that person. Because I don't like seeing any of that appropriate stuff. And Thomas,
What's up?
hey, just doing amazing, and as always,
Yeah.
wearing my Lucky
Well,
Luigi hat today because this is my lucky to do yet another stream.
oh wow, that's cool. Yeah. I didn't know you were gonna do a stream today. You know, I did have a good idea though.
Hmm.
Um, I'm probably gonna do a stream on Thursday or something tomorrow.
Well, that'd be cool, but this just depends on what you might have planned for tomorrow.
Yeah, let me know, alright?
Yeah, because I'll if my brother maybe doesn't even go out Friday, that's okay anyway. I don't know if I can add KZ Films. I don't know because I laid down the rules in the description. Because I mentioned that way before at the beginning of the stream, I laid out some rules.
Just got home from school.
Yeah, it's after 8. No, it's 18 after 7 in my area.
Yeah, it's already 6. Oh
And
yeah. About the builder, so if I want to do my canon version, like I said before.
yeah, and hold on, my friend says this one. My friend in real life, Crystal Taylor says I'm tuned in to my friend Mark, aka Movie and Game Lover 98. Thank you so much, my friend Crystal in real life. I appreciate that. Well, anyway, go into your thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know not a lot of people like Bob the Builder as much, mainly because it ended its run in 2011. But I'm sure it deserves a more run.
I'm probably not going to add cadence there if I'm not sure if that's a good idea because I laid down some rules. But go and say your thing again. Yeah. Oh, wait, Thomas muted his mic.
Hold on, I'll be right back, okay? Just let me keep my mic muted.
Okay. And Paramount 360 says a friend of mine just has not been doing any live streams. Which friend are you referring to, Paramount 360? I don't know which friend you're referring to. Well, for weeks. Hasn't been doing live streams for weeks. What kind of friend are you referring to, Paramount 360, like I said? Oh, yeah, you're talking about Free Republic of Admiral. I just subscribed to that channel, Paramount 360. But yeah. And while Thompson has this thing muted, Caden Zerf says, when can I join the stream? I don't know if you can join because I laid down some rules, Caden Zerf. If anyone's screen is making any background noises that I hate, I have to remove that person, unfortunately. Because I don't want to hear any of that appropriate stuff. So there's a yeah, you have to advise these rules from my streams, Kinzer. If any background noises from anyone's screen that's giving me issues, I got to remove that person, unfortunately. And Paramount360 says I need to go. Okay, you can go if you want, Paramount360. Kinzer says it'll be fine. Well, I don't know how many siblings you have in your house, because what happened back in one of my days of March last month, in March, I had to do a redo stream because someone's screen was giving me problems, and I had to redo the whole entire stream. Because, like I said, I did lay out the rules earlier in the stream. I laid down the rules at the beginning. And Airdude says, hey, is it okay if I join? I'm not sure if that's a good idea, Airdude, because like I laid down a few rules. Because if anyone's background noises are on their screen, one of their screens is giving me problems, I'll have to remove that person, unfortunately. Lance Jackson says, also love Magenta Comes Over, my favorite Blues Clues episode of season 1. That's cool, Lance Jackson. I think that's the first appearance we see Magenta in chronological order of Blues Clues. And if you guys are not also aware, like if while Thomas is still me. Okay, I know what you're saying, AR dude. And my friend Crystal in real life says, "What was my featured movie today?" I don't know about a featured movie. I don't do stuff like that. And AR2 says, "See, I'll do my own stream now." Okay, AR dude, I'll probably catch in with that stream later, depending on when you do it for how long. It just depends on how long I finish this stream. Wait, what was my friend saying? Let me read this again. Featured movie today. I don't think I have a featured movie because, well, I'm just talking about stuff, anything random. That's what you say, my best friend Crystal in real life. I'm just talking about random stuff. Kanezer says that's okay. I'll wait for the next stream that I can join. Yeah, I think you. That's okay if you like if you'll wait for the next stream, Caden, because I don't know. Because like I said, one time when I had Jenny on my one stream, I had to end the entire stream completely because, well, someone in the background noise of her screen was giving me issues, and I had to end that whole entire stream and had to do it all over again, which really made me angry. Yeah, it really pissed me off, so I had to do another one. So yeah, and also if you guys are not aware, I'm thinking of maybe getting some UK Thomas releases, maybe. But just to make it cooler, I might try to do this. I actually may do this, so I could get the well, so I can have like maybe I'll have 3-disc versions of Magic Railroad in widescreen because the UK DVD of Thomas Magic Railroad is in widescreen, but unfortunately the US one, they single copy on DVD is unfortunately in full screen. But when Shout Factory released on the Blu-ray combo pack, both the DVD and Blu-ray are in widescreen. So yeah, and I know for how I'm gonna do the other seasons, but I would like to do something cool so I can have because I know I think I might have talked about this when I was going to talk about fan-made complete seasons, but yes, include Jack and the Packsaur Construction Company spin-off series in between seasons 9 and 10 of the model series of Thomas. Still put all episodes on just one disc because there's only 13 episodes of Jack and the Sword Construction Company spin-off series. But I would like to get the original release of Thomas's Trusty Friends UK release, but get that little promotional DVD that unfortunately is rare nowadays. But I would love to get a slipcase copy of Complete Season 12 UK release. And the same thing with 13. But for something cool I want to do for my Hero the Rails UK release, since it does say, even though it actually says full screen on the slipcover, which I actually should because I know I'm unfortunately have to do this for Jake Martin. Well, not do this for Jake Martin. He'll have to do it himself. He'll have to get this lot of Dragon Tales DVDs himself because I just need to get those spare copies so I can have my copies in better condition cases anyway. But for these UK releases of Thomas, I actually should have kept their US slipcovers but sell the bare copies to the store. Basically.
Hello? I'm back.
Oh, yes, I'm back. I was just talking some
Right.
I was just talking to myself. I was just talking by myself saying how I'm going to get these UK releases of Thomas.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just talking to myself, Thomas, about how if I'm talking to myself to the people out there saying, you're not aware, I'm probably going to find some UK releases of Thomas.
Oh, okay.
And how, I was talking to them about it while you were muted. So how should I kept the US slipcovers for when I get these ones that don't have slipcovers, except for. But I'm pretty sure the UK release of Misty Island Rescue does come with a slipcover.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. But anyways, I'm back.
It's okay. I was just talking to the people about which ones I want to get their UK releases with slipcovers.
Yeah. Though I'm sure people say Misty Island is the worst. And I think it's still the worst as of today, right?
Yeah, it's still not only is it my all-time favorite least favorite Thomas movie, but it's my least favorite CGI Miller era Thomas movie too.
Oh yeah.
Because of these characters annoying Bash Dash and Ferdinand.
Yeah.
But at least they make sure that they made their basis the same as they are in real life for the two Bash and Dash.
Yeah.
But I know for Ferdinand they had to modify his front.
Yeah. Let's just say I don't care much about. Let's just say I don't care for Misty Island Rescue, okay?
I mean, do you like Dave the Diesels?
I mean, I would say it's mediocre. I mean, it's not as bad. I don't know which one I don't know which I hate the more. I don't really know which one I hate against, but I know I hate Pickle Big Adventures the movie.
I mean, my only problem. This is actually my problem with Dave the Diesels is Percy getting really angry over Thomas getting crossover, not over small stuff, but because this one scene that would have made me pleased if Percy asked Thomas if you want, do you want to come with me to deliver Flynn's host to the search and rescue center? And Thomas literally said, "I'm sorry, Percy. I have to. Me and Belle have to take some children to the beach at Bluffs Cove." And then Percy gets
Yeah,
sad and mad later on in that scene. That part made me really annoyed me because even though Percy could have just said, "Okay, Thomas, never mind. Maybe you can do it another time with me."
oh yeah,
Yeah, this is why I hate Percy's attitude in Dave the Diesels.
yeah. I mean, it's nice Percy's the main protagonist, but I think it's executed really badly. But I think the special tale of the brave, which I know some say it's not any better, which I personally enjoy that special.
But like I said, my problem is Percy's attitude gets way too negative. Attitude gets way in the way too much.
Oh yeah, and the special Day of the
Like
Diesel.
when he's all grumpy when he's all alone at Tidmouth Sheds at nighttime, and he's still really grumpy.
Yeah,
And like when he wakes up and everyone else is still asleep. But some
yeah.
things I did like, despite Percy's negative attitude getting in the way of David Diesel's.
Is the return of Diesel 10 as the main
Yes, him being
protagonist?
the villain again, ever since Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
Yeah.
And did you know
I
that?
mean, Colin.
But
Yeah.
and also like this is also. Did you know that this is the first? Well, this is the second time Stanley appears in full CGI, but this is the first time he talks in full CGI.
Oh yeah, I think it's the first appearance in full CGI was Thomas and the Snowman Party from season 14, right?
I think it was. No, I think he was in Misty Island Rescue as well, Stanley, but he didn't even
Oh
speak.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm pretty sure Dave the Diesels is as made as part of season 15, right?
Yes, but because David Diesels was Stanley's first time speaking in full CGI. His second was Surprise Surprise from season 15.
Yeah.
So yes, despite those things with Percy's negative attitude getting in the way, I loved how Stanley finally spoke again after season 12, and Diesel
Yeah.
10 being the villain again after Tom's Magic Railroad.
Yeah. Diesel 10 was out of character in Calling All Engines, but I think there are far worse movies than Calling All Engines, okay?
Like I know, like Calling Legends, they say Diesel 10 was kind of grumpy, but turn into somewhat a nice guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know how Diesel 10 made that creepy happy face when Thomas and Percy left the smelter's yard in Calling All Engines?
Yeah. Well, and I'm pretty sure it was produced in 2004, the same time as season 8.
But they just pushed it to being released on VHS and DVD in late 2005.
Yeah, and I think they showed, and I'm pretty sure in that release, they showed a promo for Bob the Builder, Project Build It, or Bob's Big Plan.
Yeah, you can watch the trailer on the Calling All Engines DVD if you have the original DVD release. It's not on the Lionsgate reprint of Calling Legends, which I don't know if you have Calling Legends on DVD yet.
I don't think. And I'm
Um,
pretty sure if you have the 2005 release of Bob the Builder, Project Build It, and They Will Come, uh, if you have that release, I think it shows the Calling All Engines trailer.
like I know, like because the version of the Calling Legends trailer is the same, but I think like when they promote like saying when they say after the announce says with Calling Legends and other special releases, each with a
Hmm.
bonus engine. I think that's when they say that's coming out to DVD soon. But when the announcer just says join the cell with Calling Legends and other special releases, and he just cuts to him saying Thomas and Friends making tracks to great destinations. I think that's the one where he says Calling Legends is now available on DVD and VHS.
Yeah, because Build It and They Will Come came, I think, like 2 months after Calling All Engines.
Well, it makes sense because September 2005. That's 2 months after that, November of '05.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's also in between, like, before Track Stars got onto VHS and DVD as well.
yeah. Even though Track Stars should have been released in early 2005, although it is under the UK title Tales from the Tracks, not to be confused with the 2006 release of Tales from the Tracks, the US version.
Yeah, and I also know that I was also in my last chat stream from yesterday, but unfortunately you couldn't join. But was going to tell you. Well, actually, you were in my last chat stream, but you were in my chat stream from yesterday. I think
Well, for a short time.
okay, but I was also going to tell you this. I think on the version of the episode Halloween on Halloween Spectacular Hit Favorites release, I'm pretty sure everything is the same up until the very end, but they changed the scene from the UK and the US version.
Yeah,
Like how
I'm
the
pretty
UK
sure.
version the UK version where it literally the narrator says whenever Thomas and Emily go back to the smelters yard, they knew there was nothing to be scared of. They show the scene like them coming this way, like towards the camera, like but it's tilted at a different angle. That's used in the instrumental towards the end of the other instrumental scene in the song Day and Night. And then when the narrator says, "After all, there is no such thing as ghost. It was all silly make believe. A random ghost just appears out of nowhere."
That happens in the UK version. I think they got rid of it in the US.
Because I think they just didn't want to make it scary to the U.S. children.
Yeah,
Because for some reason on the Halloween Spooktacular release, I think there's I know Jake Martin has the Awesome Adventures Volume 3, which has the Thrills and Chills, which does have the episode Halloween. Maybe that also has that error from the UK version, but I'm not sure. I'll have
yeah.
to get that release just to
Also,
be sure.
don't you? What hit favorites release do you have?
I only have Springtime Fun and Frosty Friends, but I want to get Halloween Spooktacular really soon.
Yeah, I could also recommend Snow Days because I'm pretty sure the Bob the Builder episode they have is Mr. Bentley's Winter Fair from season 9, which I know in the UK version, I'm pretty sure it serves as the season finale. Well, yeah, at least.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. And Jack Seeming says, "I didn't know you were alive." I didn't know either, Jack Seemings, because sometimes Wednesdays sometimes I will do streams as well as Tuesdays and Fridays. But if my
Yeah.
brother is not going to go out Friday, then lucky me. I'm already doing this anyway. That'll just depend. But anyway, yeah. And yes, you were saying about if I got the hit favorite Snow Days, but which not only includes the Toss episode from season 10 we never got before, Toss's Tricky Tree, but you said the other episode of Bob the Builder from season 9.
Yeah, it was Mr. Bentley's Winter Fair, which it serves as the finale for the UK version, but in the US, I think Tricks and the Bug is the season finale. I mean, Mr. Bentley's Winter Fair, not saying it's a bad episode, it's a bit boring in my opinion. Because of Mr. Bentley stressing out in that episode, which I guess
Yeah,
that makes sense because he is the mayor.
yeah.
I
And Jackson
think.
says I will join soon with my fan off. Okay, hopefully, please no background noises Jackson makes on your screen, because unfortunately, if you have stuff in the background that's making noises that's gonna bother me, I'll have to unfortunately remove you. Because I laid down some rules, Jaxie Minx.
Oh yeah. And trust me, wait, Tom's the Tricky Tree is on that release? Hit
Yes, on
favorite Snow
snow.
Day?
Yes, snow days.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And yeah. Also, the voice cast in the US dub keeps changing a lot in Bob the Builder.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep doing that. Hit Entertainment is just being. They need to seriously watch their budget. Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, they don't do it in the UK though.
Yeah, and yeah, I think another one I would like to explain, because me, I do not like. I didn't like how in the UK Hero the Rails to season 15 Matt Wilkinson voiced Victor, but instead of making David Bannon just do it the same way as Togo Igawa did it for Hero and Hero the Rails onwards in both regions.
Yeah. Although you do know that Matt Wilkinson also voices Victor in season 16, right?
No, I think they said in Blue Mountain Mystery onwards in the UK, David Bannon was the voice of Victor.
Yeah, but Mac Wilkinson, I think he voices Victor in the UK double, at least from Hero Guerrero's old age season 16 at least.
But I think like in Don't Bother Victor, it's everything's the same because even just the only difference is that they use Ben Small's Thomas UK voice and they mention the Fat Controller.
Yeah, and the narrator is different.
Yes, it's Angelus doing the narration. Peter,
Yeah, although to
like
be
when Peter
honest,
Sam
I
says, like
though
when
to
the
be
narration
honest,
says,
yeah, sorry. Though to be
it's
honest,
like
I
when,
wish we had a narrator for the US dub. I mean,
like I know this one scene where, like
like
after
for
Peter,
example, huh?
like and the scene in Don't Bother Victor in the UK version, it's the same, but I wish they just let David Bennett still voice Victor. Like but Michelangelo says Victor raced all the way to Peter Sam. He brought coal for him. Why didn't you find me earlier? Because Mr. Percival told me not to bother you until your visit. Bother me? It's my job to fix really useful engines in trouble, and it makes me very happy. Follow me.
Oh yeah, and apparently it's revealed that I think until season 16, we didn't really know what kind of engine his Victor is. Like, we don't know whether he was whether he's narrow gauge or standard gauge, but it's revealed that I think from this episode, it's revealed that he's a narrow gauge engine apparently. At least I think it is.
Yeah, because I think like his his wheels are smaller as Thomas's.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And what else? To be honest, if I kind of wish they brought back Bob the Builder as well at the time.
Yeah, and I know, yes, I do have the Springtime Fun, which does include the. I can't remember what season Bob's Big Surprise is from, but I know it's from the original series. Yes,
It's from season 2.
Bob's Big Surprise. Like I know it's. Some people say they like that scene. Like this one thing where Pilchard ruined this one thing, which I have to watch that episode.
Yeah, Bob was like, "Oh my goodness, what's happened here?" There's no need to act, there's no need to act innocent, Pilchard. Because if Wendy finds this out, we're going to be in trouble. Yeah, and you know what was so funny? At the end of the episode, Wendy was like, "Oh, Bob, do you think I should have a fountain?" And then, and then Bob coughs like this, "Fountain?" Oh, and he groans at the end of the episode. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah, and also, yeah, I think there's an episode I remember. Have you seen the Arthur episode? Mom and Dad have a great big fight.
Oh no, no, I don't think I did, but I may have not. I don't know. No, I was gonna talk about Bob the Builder though. Oh,
Okay, well,
sorry,
but I mean,
sorry. It's all,
me
it's
and you
alright.
like these three shows: Arthur, Thomas, and Bob the Builder.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think I like to talk about entertainment shows though.
I mean, I know you got the picture of Thomas on your profile, so I guess Thomas and other
Yeah,
entertainment shows are allowed. Even though Thomas, Barney, Bob the Builder, Arthur, and other ones that are used to be on PBS Kids.
yeah, yeah.
So I guess we'll do Thomas and other entertainment stuff.
It's fine if you want to do Arthur, and it's fine.
Because I mean, Yumi and Flicka all like Arthur, yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I think I got something to show Flickle of the 2000s soon. I
Uh,
think I found this video that was uploaded at the end of 2020, at the end of last year. It was a bit funny, trust me.
yep.
I mean, it looked real, but in reality, I think it was all fake.
Yeah. And also saying how if I could find those UK releases of Thomas, all these movies I could probably get them with slipcovers, but apparently even though I want to have the US slipcovers position over the UK release just to tell them apart.
Yeah. But I think you should start. I think you should probably get the complete season sets first.
Well, I mean, the season sets I can try, but I want a slipcover versions for 12 and 13 and well, all the other ones don't have slipcovers, but the ones I want with slipcovers are season 12 and 13, which I know, yes, I understand people 50-50 a 50-50% say they do like season 12, some people don't like season 12.
Yeah.
I would have liked if they just kept the model, just the radioid model faces kept intact after the Great Discovery was wrapped up.
Yeah.
Like, I think I could do maybe a test scene from Hevo Thomas, but Hank looks at Thomas without doing a CGI effect.
Still, to be
And
honest, I think
like
the
they
Great
still
Discovery. I think the Great Discovery. I think it's the best way to end the models era. So.
like the Foley model at least.
Oh, no, no, no. Like, if I wanted to do my own canon, I would do my own canon, but I'm sure so many people have done it before.
I
So I
mean, I'm
thought
pretty.
I'd do one on Bob. Huh?
I know what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, what was I gonna say? So I was gonna say something about Bob the Builder. So I thought about it, and I was like, why not? Maybe I do my own. Maybe I thought maybe I should do like my own like canon version of it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we could if you possibly could do one tomorrow or this weekend, but make sure it goes on for longer because like at one time I couldn't stay that long.
Yeah. And I think it was sort of my fault because of the time, because of me running out of time and all that stuff. I think I
Yeah.
should be okay.
And Jackson Minks asks, "Can I join?" As long as you please don't have anything in your background being disrespectful to the stream, Jackson Minks, because I don't want any background noises on your screen giving me problems. Otherwise, I'll have to start the stream all over again. Because that's what happened to me. Like I said, it happened to me one of these days back in March, which was about a month ago. I think it's best if you check just to be sure, Jackson Minks, because I don't want. Because remember that one time I had that YouTuber named Jenny on my one stream, and I had to end the whole stream because there was one inappropriate noise making me really mad. And Jackson says I can't see the link. Well, I'll provide you the link in a second, Jax, to see. I don't know because I don't know if it's safe for you to join or not because I laid down some rules because I don't want
Yeah,
any inappropriate background noises giving me issues.
yeah. Also, not to mention, I think I told you about this yesterday in your stream.
Yeah,
Yeah, I told you there was this big error. There was like a really bad error on the Bobby Builder special Built to Be Wild, the US version.
yeah.
So when they do the song Fix It Up, apparently, like the song Fix It Up where Bob and the team repair the town.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So apparently in the song, instead of using in the song for the US dub, instead of having the US voices with Alan Marriott as Scoop, Patrick Carl as Mark, Maria Darling as Dizzy and Rolly, Emma Tate as Lofty, and Laura Lee King as Wendy, and Greg Proops as Bob. Instead of those voice actors doing the singing, they used the UK voice actors such as Neely Morrissey, Kate Harbour, and Rob Rackstraw. I mean, that's so lazy. That's so
Oh my.
lazy that they use the songs in the UK, like use the UK version of it instead of the US. How lazy is that?
Yeah. And also, yeah, I noticed some errors on like Yes, it's kind of like how I would use like a piece of paper to cover up the thing on Sing Along and Stories, the original 2006 DVD release, saying our story stops are, but there's 7 songs and only two. If they put a little subtitle saying plus 2 bonus story stops, but the other ones are not stories; they're songs.
What are you talking about?
On the Sing Along and Stories DVD release of Thomas from 2006, they some reason say our story stops are instead of our song tracks are.
Our songs and story stops.
Well, even though it says they put a little in the songs and stories box saying plus 2 bonus story stops.
Oh
Even
yeah.
though I can cover up the word story stops, replace it with our leave the words these two the same, but replace story stops with song tracks.
Yeah,
So
I
just
guess that makes sense.
yes, because it still says are you know what are. So I'll just replace the words story stops with song tracks. That's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Just
So
cover up
would
the
you say
words.
yeah. And
But
despite the mistakes that Entertainment's made, would you say Entertainment is better than Mattel?
yeah, say what you will about Mattel. Mattel is just being awful nowadays. I would rather go with Hit Entertainment over Mattel.
Yeah.
And yeah, I also want to tell you that yeah, I think I know that the 5 episodes that from the CGI Brenner era that no Trevor Davis does hate, aka I think he's called just Trevor someone something 123 now.
Really?
He hates both A Shed for Edward and The Fastest Red Engine on Soda from season 21. So these are the ones he hates from seasons 17, 19, 20, and 21 minus season 18. The season 17 episode he hates is the Afternoon Tea Express, which I don't know why people don't like the Afternoon Tea Express.
Yeah, I guess it's because it gives I guess it was because of Steven going way too fast and the fact that he could explode.
Yeah, even like yeah, but at least it was cool to see one of the Earl telling off one of his engines. Despite like the
Well,
Afternoon Tea Express was like almost towards the end of the season, but in the series finale of season 18, he told off Millie and Millie in the volcano.
yeah. But he was also impressed at the same time that he was clever.
Yeah, like, and did you know that one scene, like, when Emily was pulling some express coaches, even though, and like when Gordon makes that quote in the Afternoon Tea Express when he says, hurry up, slow coach, but he says the real express needs to be on time.
Yeah.
Like, I think Gordon's Carrie Shelley goes, hurry up, slow coach. The real express is trying to be on time. Okay, and yes, the season 19 episode that Trevor someone I think it's 1 2 ends with 1 2 3. He says he hates Toss the Babysitter of season 19. What would you
Which yes,
expect?
that we get it.
But the season 20 episode he hates is Three Steam Engines Gruff.
Yeah, I do agree. I think I could see why this episode was terrible. Mainly because of Thomas, Percy, and Toby being out of character and being stupid.
But at least, well, Thomas knew what that noise was really. What was really making that noise underneath the watermill bridge? They thought it was a cow. It was a cow making that.
Yeah, at least it's not a three strikes formula episode, but it's still terrible.
Yes, and it reverts Percy back to being scared again.
Yeah, even though season 6 was the start of that, 5 or 6, I would say.
I mean, he braved it out and put upon Percy from season 5. Percy.
Yeah, but I think he was scared in season 6.
Yeah, the first one was Percy in the Haunted Mine from season 6, or maybe like when Thomas was teasing him about being a scaredy engine and scaredy engines from season 6.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can understand. But at least the cool things I like about Three Steam Engine Drop is that Trevor finally spoke again in full CGI after so many years.
Yeah. And here's interesting, by the way.
Yeah?
And when this YouTuber named Trevor Davis says he prefers all the engines that are built in their country to have their accents.
Yeah.
I personally don't mind the fact that some of the characters have US voice actors, such as Thomas being voiced by Joseph May and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I know. I know it sounds weird, but I personally don't mind the fact that some of the characters have US actors. I mean, just because a show is produced in one country doesn't automatically mean we can't have any other dubs. You agree?
Yeah, because I guess it just wants to aim to make it appropriate for the country residents.
Yeah. Like for example, the US version of Bob the Builder. If you watch Travis's trailer or something when no. When Spud causes a runaway trailer or something, like he screams a lot in the US dub, but in the UK he doesn't as much. That's why I like the US version of Bob the Builder the most, mainly because of the screaming.
Yeah, and I think
Oh,
I'm also trying
can
to
I
say
do my
like,
impression real quick? Can I do my impression
sure,
real quick? Sure.
yeah,
Sorry. Come on, Travis! Faster! Faster! I can't do any faster. The trailer is very heavy. I know, Travis. I'll unhook the trailer so you can have a rest. No, Spot. Don't. There you are, Travis. You'll soon be. Oh, runaway trailer. Yeah, I think this was the only Bob the Builder episode where a runaway happens. Like, I think I remember throughout the episode, Spud wanted something exciting to happen for once. Well, I found it similar to Busy Going Backwards from season 5 of Thomas and Friends.
like I said, what if they just re-edit this scene? Like, what if they re-edit the scene but do the William Overhelm? Sorry, I almost said that dirty H word. Sorry, the William Overtell theme that they used in Busy Going Backwards of season 5 of Toss, but also used in Toss the Jet Engine from season 6.
Yeah, it would be cool.
But
Well, I'm not sure if it would work.
yeah, I think so too. And yeah, and also I know from the scene in Edward the Great season 8, I don't know if I can tell Angelus or Brandon doing Gordon's Spencer's just a big silver show off. I'm the best with Brandon's, and when Gordon says Spencer's just a big silver show off.
Yeah, he's like, Spencer is just a silver show off, he said, and everyone agreed.
But also like when
Oh, yeah.
they're really mad again. Well, after the narrator says James and Gordon groan, I think this one I also can do Brandon very well. Fancy sending a back engine to do an express engine's job, sniffed Gordon. He'll lose the race and let the whole railway down, said James.
Oh, yeah. By the way, what was I gonna say? You ever watch any of the season 9 episodes of Bob the Builder?
I think I watched some of them. Like I said, I think when I joined your one stream, I did say, yes, I borrowed that DVD, Yes We Can, Bob the Builder release from the library, and it had some episodes I
Yeah.
did like.
Yeah. Did you know that the yellow filter is used, in that one?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, the yellow filter was used a bit in some scenes, but I think with the exception of Bob the Farmer, I don't think the yellow filter was used as much. I guess the only reason was because of the Star Project Build It. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Also, by
also,
the way, oh, sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah. And also, like I know in this one portion in the episode Thomas and the Circus from season 8, I wouldn't say Percy and James's voices were annoying with Angelus and Thomas and the Circus, but they were actually being offered to help Thomas. It's like where Percy says, Is there anything I can take? Asked Percy hopefully. But Thomas wanted to keep all the fun to himself. No, no, thank you, he gasped. I can do it all on my own. Per- Percy watched Thomas and the circus puff away. He he felt very disappointed. And also like when James offers, if you want to uncouple some trucks, James James puffed hopefully. I could take them for you. No, thank you, gasped Thomas. I can do it all on my own.
Was it a two strikes formula or
Just two.
yeah, it wasn't too bad.
But I mean, at least someone else wrote Thomas the Circus.
Yeah. I mean season 8 was probably the best because of the writing. I mean the writing did get a bit mediocre in this one, but it's not as bad as the later seasons.
But yeah, and also like I know this one scene in the episode Fearless Freddy from season 10
Yeah.
when Scarlowe and Rheneas are about to think they're gonna bump Freddy's buffers, but before Rheneas starts to race right off the track. I
Hmm.
don't think Angelus tried his best to upbeat Scarlowe exclaiming out faster. Brandon did it much better.
Yeah. Even though they're not supposed to sound like even though they're not supposed to be babies, okay?
But at least in Duncan Drops a Clanger, Brandon, even though Brandon's Scarlowe voice is kind of annoying, but at least he sounds kind of serious when he exclaims out, "Take care," called Scarlowe.
Yeah. I would say Duncan Drops the Clanger is meh, in my opinion. Not a terrible episode, but meh.
Yeah, it's one of the narrow gauge episodes of season 10 we never got on DVD.
Yeah. But I did see it on PBS before, alongside the Green Controller.
Yeah, it was paired up with the green controller because while Thomas's Tricky Tree and Toby's Afternoon Off were paired on a different airing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I think I can tell you the airings I remember watching as a child.
I guess so, yeah.
So for I think I only got to see season 9. I think I did get to see so yeah, let me go through it. So season 9, the only one I got to see was Pride, which contains Emily Knows Best and Gordon Takes a Tumble, the Michael Brandon revised narration, and Thomas's Day Off, written by Sharon Miller.
Okay. But yeah, I think,
And to be
yes, since
honest,
you
I
mentioned
didn't.
it, and
Huh?
also like you mentioned about Gordon Takes a Tumble, the revised Michael Brandon narration, maybe I could try to do both the original music of Gordon Takes a Tumble, but with Gordon saying, "Watch out, Gordon, we shall get my paint all sooty." I'll do the Angelus original music version from season 6 and the Alec Baldwin US version. You can do the revised narrations with Angelus and Brandon. I'll try
Hartshorn?
the
Hartshorn, you mean?
yeah, the Ed Welch composition music. I'll try the original music.
I mean the it's just Robert Hartshorn.
Yeah, I just say the new series music, but you say it's Robert Hartshorn's score. But I'll do the Michael Angelos original one where he goes, "Watch out, Gordon Beast. You'll get my paint all sooty." I think guys, I can't do Salty's Michael Angelos impression. I'm terrible at it.
I can do it for you, you know.
Well, first, we got to do the
Well,
original music with
don't,
Michael Angelos
but
first.
then you can not.
Of course not, said Gordon importantly. Express engines don't pull trucks. It wouldn't be dignified. Dingy fried, puzzled Percy. What's that? Dignified, Gordon corrected. It means
It,
someone's too big for his buffers, teased Salty. Paw, sniffed Gordon. Then he puffed away. Now here's Baldwin. Watch out, Gordon wheezed. You'll get my paint all sooty. Pulling freight cars is a sooty job, teased Salty, but then you would know. Of course not, said Gordon importantly. Express engines don't pull freight cars. It wouldn't be dignified. Dingy fried? Puzzled Percy. What's that? Dignified, Gordon corrected. It means It means someone's too big for his buffers, teased Salty. Paw, said Gordon. Then he puffed away.
Okay, here's mine. I'll do the Michael Brandon dub first. Watch out, Gordon. You'll get my paint study. Pulling freight cars is a city job, he told him. But then you wouldn't know. Of course not, Huff Gordon. Express engines don't pull freight cars. It wouldn't be dignified. Dignified? Puzzled Percy. What's that? Dignified, Gordon corrected. It means that someone's too big for his buffers, teased Salty. Pa, said Gordon, and he puffed away. And here comes the Michelangelo's version with revised version by Robert Hartshorn. Watch out, Gordon wished. You'll get on my paint, Salty. Pulling trucks is a salty job, teased Salty, but then you wouldn't know. Of course not, huffed Gordon importantly. Express engines don't pull trucks. It wouldn't be dignified. Dingified, puzzled Percy. What's that? Dignified, Gordon corrected. It means that someone's too big for his buffers, teased Salty. Pa, said Gordon, and he puffed away.
Yeah, actually, I can do probably this scene before the crash happens. I think like this one when Gordon pops to the junction, like how can he like go on the branch line, but there should have been a set of points. Like when after the narrator says, but the signal when it accidentally let the points switch to the branch line, but there's only like one track that leads to the branch line. There's no like a set of points to like have Gordon just be set onto that track.
Yeah, that's kind of a goof I think they need to fix.
Like I
Also,
mean
the
I don't know.
lighting in 6 is probably the worst.
Like not only you think Baldwin's narration is terrible in season 6, but the lighting's not that good.
Yeah. But I think the lighting in season 7 was much better.
Yeah,
Even though Angelus's narration was terrible.
yeah, but I know you said the Pride herring that does have Emily Knows Best and Thomas's Day Off, but the mini episode from season 6 is Gordon Takes a Tumble.
Redubbed
Actually,
by Michael Brandon and Robert Hartshorn.
yeah, and also like I know the scene in Thomas's Day Off, like like I did the scene when Percy tells Thomas the important news. The workmen are waiting for the trucks of tiles to fix and the steel roof. The children can't go to school until it's mended, and nobody knows where Dennis is. I do, said Thomas. He's broken down. I must go back to help him right away. And then Brandon goes,
Also, oh, sorry.
we're waiting for the freight cars of tiles to mend the school roof. The children can't go to school until it's mended, and nobody knows where Dennis is. I do, said Thomas. He's broken down. I must go back to help him right away.
Yeah. Also, I'm probably gonna do one day. I think maybe tomorrow if I can. Maybe I'll do a stream. Just maybe, okay?
Yeah, I know you'll say maybe you will, but keep fingers crossed.
Yeah. I'll let you know, okay?
Okay, and yeah. And another thing I would like to address here. Oh yeah, yes, I did another one. There's another Thomas episode airing of I remember seeing of season. I think it's the last of season 9
It was
before they go into
season.
season. Yeah, though I think it's the one where they had Edward's brass band paired up with keeping up with James and no, I think it's Edward's brass band, not I think it was Edward's brass band. Yes, with
Yeah,
keeping
it
up with
was.
James Flower Power.
Yeah.
Where yes, unfortunately the sync is not fixed on the Edward's brass band PBS Kids airing for some dumb reason.
Yeah.
Even though I've seen many versions where they fixed it. One where it goes when Thomas is still puffing up to Edward saying, "What's up your smells is bra of your smoke box."
I'm on my way to pick up the brass band, replied it. The concert is tomorrow night.
Don't crack your smoke box, teased Thomas. Like when they fixed the sync, Thomas is still saying, "What's up your smells is bra of your smoke box," but then it shows Edward's close up saying, "I'm on my way to pick up the brass band." And then when Thomas says, "Don't crack your smoke box," teased Thomas, it shows his close
Yeah.
up. But there's also another one but when Thomas is finally finished puffing up Edward and it's fixed, Thomas will still say, "What's up your spouse's bra off your smoke box?" It shows his close up first. Then he says, "What's up your spouse's bra off your smoke box?" And then Edward still says the same old speech. And it shows Thomas's close up again when he says this line, "Don't crack your smoke box, tease Thomas."
Yeah. Also, not to mention, also, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I think season 9 broadcasted on PBS. Bob the Builder, I'm talking about.
Yeah. And Jackson
Yeah,
says, "I will
I
join
think.
soon." Hopefully, like I mentioned before, Jaxie, I don't want any inappropriate
Okay.
background noise on the screen giving me issues.
Okay. Anyways, what I was trying to say is that I think PBS only has the rights to air Bob the Builder. Well, not PBS Kids Sprout, but PBS in general. I think they only have the rights to air seasons 1 and 2. Believe it or not, they did air seasons 1 and 2 of Bob the Builder in early 2006. You didn't know that?
Yeah, because I mean, I didn't know because it was originally on Nick Jr., Bob the Builder.
Yeah, except they showed the 2001 US intro, which is seen on the Bob the Builder releases, Pets in the Pickle, Can We Fix It? Not to be confused with when Scoop always says it. Yeah. Also, did I forget to mention about the episode Wendy's Big Game from season 2, taken from the Big Game 2002 VHS release?
Yeah, well, it's also on the DVD release. I think the DVD release came out at the same time as the VHS, the big game release.
Yeah. According to the wiki, this is actually Wendy's Big Game is the very first episode to have Wendy be a full-time builder. You didn't know that?
Oh yeah, because I know this one time because I know that the episode. I think I remember the one episode where Wendy had to fill in for Bob when he was feeling ill.
Well, yeah, well that episode doesn't count, but I'm talking about Wendy's Big Game, not Wendy's
Oh, like
Busy Day. Like
oh that.
Wendy's Big Game was the very first episode to have Wendy be a full-time builder, and it continues like that permanently. And I thought that was a good. And to be honest, I thought it was a nice change because I don't want Bob being the only full-time builder. You know?
I mean, like I know in some scenes I see Wendy without her builder's outfit. Well, I mean she'll have her builder's outfit, but she doesn't have her hard hat on.
Yeah. And I think I remember there was this Scoop in Scoop Has Some Fun from season 3. I think it happens when I think it happens when Muck and Lofty are leaving the yard because they are told by Wendy to pick up something. In one scene, when before they start leaving, Wendy's not wearing her builder's hat, but then in the next scene when they leave, Wendy is seen wearing her hat. That's a goof.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. And have you watched the episode? I think this is a short. Have you seen Special Delivery Spud?
It's not a short; it's a full episode.
Oh, it's a full episode. Okay, have you seen it before?
No, but I think it was seen on the Bob's White Christmas release.
Yeah, I think on both VHS and DVD of Bob's White Christmas. Like Spud is
Yeah.
trying to work his hardest to be a delivery guy, but then he delivers all the things to the wrong places.
Uh-huh.
You know what? I don't know why Hit Entertainment was being lazy. Couldn't they just put like mail up the addresses, like show the addresses up close, so that way they don't get it confused?
Yeah. Also, not to mention, by the way, um, what was I gonna say? Oh, dear. Yeah. Yeah, like I did say before, Wendy's Big Game from season 2 is the very first episode to have Wendy be a full-time builder, and it continues like that for the rest of the series. Because Wendy's a mother figure while Bob is a father figure.
But I think there was that one episode. I think Wendy accidentally took Bob's hard hat by accident because it's hard to tell because usually she's supposed to have in the thing. Jake Barnes says I'm coming in. Okay, since this is the luckiest day of me, Jake Barton. Yes, you'll be absolutely coming in soon. But yeah,
What's that?
did you notice? I was telling Jake Barton through a comment saying he's coming in. That'll be awesome. That I can show some other cool stuff.
So what were you gonna
But yeah,
say?
as I was saying, did you know that I don't know if you've seen this episode where Wendy accidentally took Bob's hard hat, but usually her hard hat is blue while Bob's is yellow.
That was only season one, okay? That wasn't really. I think it was mainly because Wendy wasn't a full-time builder until Wendy's big game.
Because, well, that's what I noticed too.
Yeah, don't consider it a goof. I think it's just normal.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna be right back. I think it's getting dark outside. Let me fix that.
Alright, sure.
All right, here I am.
Okay, okay. Oh yeah, you want me to do my impression from the season one episode, Pilchard in a Pickle, where Spud,
Yeah.
where Spud scares Lofty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me do it. Let me do it. Alright.
Shoot. Sorry. I forgot to turn my Switch thing off. I hope that didn't give me a copyright infringement. I forgot to turn the audio on my Switch off.
Okay. Anyways, what I was trying to say is, alright, here it goes. Ready? Alright. Oh, I'm glad you. No, not that scene. I mean the scene where Spud gets scolded by Bob for nearly causing an accident in that episode. He was like, "Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You almost caused an accident." "Oh, I'm sorry, Bob. I was just only having a bit of fun. I didn't mean any harm, you know." Well, say sorry to Lofty, Spud. Okay, sorry, Lofty. Um, it's nothing I could deal with. It's okay, Spud. Don't you think you ought to scare some birds at Farmer Pickle's lettuces? Yes, Bob. Sorry, Bob. Spud's on the job, Bob. Can
Yep.
you think of some impressions from Bob the Builder or something?
The only one I can remember is from Travis Paints the Town. Like, I think there's this one scene where Travis told Farmer Pickles, Spud said that Farmer Pickles needed to meet him at the pond. Hmm, did he now? Spud? Spud? Come out of there now! All right, Spud, what do you have to say for yourself? Uh, nothing, Farmer Pickles. So who hooked the line marking machine onto Travis? Oh, that was me, Bob. I was just having fun. I really didn't mean any harm, you know. Well, I think you have some cleaning up to do. Isn't that right, Bob? That's right, Farmer Pickles. And I like how Spud grumps, Oh, my knee hurts. Well, I'm sorry, Spud. You'll just have to clean up all of it till it's been all cleaned up.
Yeah. I think it sounds like a Dragon Tales character or something. Like a father figure, I can't remember. I think it was.
Like when I did the impression of Farmer Pickles,
Yeah.
I think it sounded like Quetzal, or just Quetzal.
Quetzal, yeah. Quetzal, yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah, Farmer Pickles'
I
voice
could
kind of
see
reminds me of Quetzal from Dragon Tales.
Yeah, and Alan Marriott's Travis voice sounds like Ord in a way, you know?
And like Patrick Star from SpongeBob in a way, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm also maybe considering doing like a one stream where I would like to show off my.
Oh, I think I can think of one more impression, by the way. Can you guess this episode? It's a Bob the Builder episode from season
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Alright, it goes like this. Oh, Travis, 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 you lost. I can't believe it. What do you think you were doing? Oh my goodness gracious me. Spud. Sorry, Spud. I just got tired out, I suppose. Tired? What do you mean tired? Tired. Oh, Spud, what have you been up to? Oh, hey, hey, that's all the stuff that kept slowing me down. Oh, Spud, that's not the kind of help I wanted. Um, well, you see, I can explain. You see, it was supposed to be a joke, and Spud, look out for the the pond. Yeah, it was at the end of the episode when Spud was exposed for cheating. In that one.
Yeah, I think it's from the race day episode. I think it's from the race day episode
Yeah, it was Travis and Scoop's race day.
where you said the US dub without him saying stupid.
Yeah. Although there was one thing that was really hypocritical, I forgot to mention.
Yep.
In Travis Gets Lucky from in the season 8 episode Travis Gets Lucky, apparently apparently there's this bad I think there was this line in the episode where Spud is like, and now and I will chase that stupid crow. He says the word stupid in the US dub. I'm not kidding. In the US dub.
God, hit entertainment. They should have said silly crow.
Yeah. I mean, stupid is a bad word. Well, one of the bad minor words for little kids.
But at least
Yeah.
only season 2 of Thomas was the only season they said shut up in both regions.
Yeah.
And Thomas Fan 123 says, "Hey, hello, Thomas Fan 123."
Also, not to mention, by the way, I'm pretty sure in one Project Build It episode, Bashing Crushing Benny, which is season 12, apparently,
Yeah.
I think in that episode, I remember in the UK dub, the word stupid is used, like when Benny says, stupid machine. But in the US dub, it's omitted. Thank God for that.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, yeah, if I wanted to show my whole media collection, including Thomas, kind of like Robert does in some of his collections things every year. If I don't know how he can do a video over test 10 minutes long, like over that many minutes long, showing off his whole collection, including every Thomas home media collection release he has and other stuff.
Hmm.
But I want to do my whole Mario game collection one of these days. Like I said, the Mario movie just released last week in the theaters. But I saw it about a week ago, almost a week ago, because I saw it the day after it released. Also,
Also,
like I can also tell you this from the. Remember you did this in one of Flicka's streams. I know when I watched that stream of you and Flicka, you did this quote from this one. Arthur said from the end of this one, when Rattles said to Arthur, "You big liar." Like
oh,
he
you
literally.
watched that?
No, I watched the video of you doing that quote, but I just haven't watched the episode of Arthur when Rattles said to Arthur, "You big liar, you lied."
Yeah.
Like he literally goes, "You big liar, you
Oh, I
lied."
think, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can continue on, sorry.
No, I was just saying if you try, I think you can. I was thinking maybe do the quote for me again from the episode when they said, "You big liar, you lie."
That was Arthur World's Greatest Sleeper.
Arthur's what?
Arthur World's Greatest Sleeper.
World's greatest, whatever you call it. Yeah.
Gleeper. Yeah. I thought gleeper was a bad word, but it's not. That actually means stealing, apparently. But it goes
Uh,
like this. You big liar. You lied. You're just a lying liar. You big lying lie face.
well, I hope you learned your lesson. which is to never lie. Because when you lie, well, you're doing a very, very bad job.
To be honest, I think I feel like Arthur deserved to be on the Go block because better quality.
Yeah, I
Because
can
some of the
see that.
season one episodes were tough at times. You know,
Yeah.
like one example would be Meek for a Week and Arthur World's Greatest Sleeper.
Yeah.
And Bully for Pinky and Misfortune Teller is one of them.
I'll have to watch Boy for Binky to be sure that well, I I cannot believe like this one scene. Binky looks at the viewer, asking, "What are you looking at?"
Yeah.
Like when he says, "What are you looking at?" to the viewer, it's kind of like that same quote from saying Disney's Beauty and the Beast. What are you looking at? You've come to stare at a beast, haven't you? Yeah, that same quote from Bully for Binky said when he looks at the viewer saying, "What are you looking at?" The same one that the Beast says, "What are you looking at?" to the one of the that person who came into his castle, and then he says, "You come to stare at a beast, haven't you?"
Yeah. Oh, I hope we don't talk about that episode again.
You mean Bully for Binky or the?
Disgusting, atrocious that is Bully for You.
No, it's Bully for Binky.
Oh, okay. I just hope we don't talk about Bully for You or something from Dragon Tales.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I didn't see the episode Finn's blank Dragon Tales on TV. You know what have been because it was so bad because of Finn's constant temper tantrum.
Yeah. I get that the moral is about standing up for yourself, but I thought it was executed horribly.
And this
Yeah.
one Finn's blank
I
is
have
even.
to make one good
Oh yeah,
excuse. Like, the
and Barnes says, "Where's
execution.
the link?"
Huh?
Do that. I was giving the link to Jake Barnes. He was asking where the link was. Let me ask him.
Yeah.
Let me just put it in so he can get it. Okay. Yeah, as you're saying,
You
yes.
know what huh? What's that?
You said something executed.
Yeah, I'm talking about the execution of the episode Bully for You was awful.
Yeah, that's Bully for Mr. Conductor done wrong. But Bully for Mr. Conductor is has it done right because well, at least they took care of the standing up to the bully the right way and Bully for the Conductor.
Yeah. I guess the only reason they did that was because of, because they wanted the episodes to be a bit longer. Also, did you watch Between the Lions or something?
Yeah, I remember that watching this one episode. There's so many episodes, the great episodes to name, but I just don't like the scene. You know what also scares me? I don't think the announcer bunny guy scares me, but Danson's smarty pants, those scenes give me the creeps.
Yeah. But I think I hate Announcer Bunny more because, I think, I'm gonna be honest. I think Announcer Bunny was okay for the first 7 or 8 seasons, I would say. But I think he got worse in season 9. Good God.
But I don't know if you like the Dancing Smarty Pants with Artie and
I
Smarty
do
Pants.
think dancing with the Smarty Pants is okay. I mean, he's not
They're
too
freaky
bad.
in my opinion.
Yeah. Also, did you know that there were some episodes of Between the Lions that some of them were repeated?
That's like how yes, the season 3 of Dragon Tales, there are season 2 episodes with just one new episode.
Yeah. You could say the same thing for the other one. You could say the same thing for Word World, because in the season two they repeat some of the episodes.
which I don't even care for Word. I didn't even watch that as a kid. That was way after my time. Word World.
Yeah, I don't mind Word World, but anyways, sorry if I'm getting a bit off topic.
It's okay. As long as we can talk about anything. Anything
Yeah.
allowed to be
Did,
talked about.
did you say Announcer Bunny used to scare you?
No, Dancing Smarty Pants used to give the creeps.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, what episodes do you remember watching?
I think there's this one episode where they had to. I mean, I just don't even know how the episodes go because like they show like these scenes going to the computer and like.
Yeah. I think I watched only the episodes from seasons 5 to 10 where they were produced by Mississippi. Well, they were produced under Mississippi Public Broadcasting, but in reality, they were produced by WGBH.
Yeah, the same people who did Arthur and Zoom. Like, I don't know if you've seen Zoom.
I didn't watch Zoom before,
You
and
know,
they
that was
also
one of
did.
my older sister's favorite PBS Kids shows, along with Barney and Friends or all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Also, I did remember watching a season 9 episode of Between the Lions. That was Night Shift and Under Construction. Good God, that's when Announcer Bunny used to scare the living daylights off me. Like, I remember after the end credits were done, Announcer Bunny was still doing the funding at the time, and good God, the way he was styled scared me a lot.
Like the one after the episode, like Night Shift and Under Construction episode.
No, no, no. I mean after the end credits.
Oh,
Yeah, Announcer Bunny doesn't even pop out of his top hat just like he does at the beginning. Like he just says Between the Lines is funded in part by.
yeah. I don't know
Good
why.
God, that scares me.
Yeah, and also like I know like how you know how the Dragon Tail season 1 funding goes like this, like where it shows where they show the same ways that when Time Station used to be on PBS before they changed to PBS Kids. When the announcer and the male announcer says Dragon Tales is funded in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through funds from the U.S. Department of Education. Like they use it the same way as Time Station, but the other announcer for Station goes, funding for this program was funded in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the financial support of like you. They don't even say
Yeah,
thank you. But
yeah.
at least in
And
season
also,
funding of Dragon Tales, at least they say after they say all the other stuff through the public broadcasting service, then they say and by contribution to the station from viewers like you.
yeah. Also, I'm gonna check it out something real quick. I think there was a video I wanted to see Between the Lions something.
And yeah, I know
It,
Jake Martin asked the question, where's the link? I just provided a comment. Hopefully he does.
yeah. Good God. I think I told you before Announcer Bunny used to scare me a lot as a child. And I'm not the
Hey,
only one.
Hey Jake
Oh, hey,
Martin,
what's up?
how's it going? Good?
good.
That's good. Isn't this my lucky day? I'm now doing another. Thought I was doing another stream till Friday, but I decided I'll do another one today anyway. Yeah, I was just telling me and Thomas were just talking about how some PBS Kids shows that they used to be on PBS Kids that sometimes they won't say the viewers like you thank you thing. Well, when Thomas and Full CGI was on PBS Kids, like even though they did repeat the CGI Miller era episodes, the CGI Brenner era episodes, they say like Thomas and Friends is made possible in Parfi, and then they show the sponsor, the Hard Rock Hotel, and then Mark Morgan's narration says, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you, thank you. But if it's a CGI Miller era episode, they use Michael Brandon's Thomas and Friends Making Tracks to Great Destinations. But for Mark Morgan, but for it's a CGI Brenner era episode, they do Mark Morgan's narration of Thomas and Friends Making Tracks to Great Destinations. And I also know that for Shinetime Station, they use the same Corporation for Public Broadcasting thing that was used on the season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, but they say it a different way. For the Dragon Tales one, it literally goes, Dragon Tales is funded in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting for funds from the U.S. Department of Education. It's seen on just 2 Dragon Tales DVDs in the United States. I know, yes, the Don't Give Up DVD, which has the bad Bully for You episode, which but at least they used the correct season 1 website bumper and season 1 funding. Despite it has that awful Bully for You episode. But yeah, me and Thomas and P.S. Program Breaker were also telling earlier how, yes, Bully for You is Bully for Mr. Conductor done wrong. But Bully for Mr. Conductor, is it done right? Which, yes, I don't think it's best if we do the dialogue from Bully for You, Jake Barr. No way. Because even though I'm good at doing the impression of Cassie crying, but unfortunately I don't want to do it here. So, yeah, but at least Bully for Mr. Conductor is done right of Bully for You. Is Bully for You done right? It actually is the question. This episode aired 7 years before Dragon Tales Bully for You did come out on television. That was before PBS just regular PBS turned to PBS Kids in 1999. At least I know, when they used that Corporation for Public Broadcasting that was used on Dragon Tales, they used to use it for Shinetime Station. And Jack C is trying to join. I don't know if I can let it join. I laid down some at the beginning of the stream. Like I said, I laid down some few rules way at the beginning of the stream. Well, yeah, like I said, when they show this Corporation for Public Broadcasting thing on the season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, it's the same ways they do the funding for Shinetime Station on ordinary PBS back in the early 90s. Where this one, it goes, funding for this program was part in part by the grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the financial support of viewers like you, and they don't even say thank you. But luckily, when Thomas does it, they do say, like I said, mentioned earlier, when they do this funding for all the thing Thomas, Mark Morgan's narration says Thomas and Friends is made possible in part by, but sometimes they'll cut out the Hard Rock Hotel thing because they avoid copyright infringement. Mark Morgan will still say, and by contributing to your PBS station from viewers like you, thank you. But you know that I don't know if you've seen the PBS Kids show Zoom, Jake Barton. It came out. It probably came before you were born. I'm not sure. My older sister loved Zoom on PBS Kids, which I don't know if they have DVDs of the series of Zoom at all. I'll have to give it another try, Zoom. For that one, they show tons of fundings, but eventually they won't get to. They get to the last one, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you, they say thanks instead of thank you. But other ones, they will say thank you after they say contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Yeah, all the other ones say thank you after they say contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. But for Zoom, they say thanks. And so, yeah, and also, like I told you in my last stream from yesterday, Jake Barn, when you were in that one, that I'll have to unfortunately sell the spare copies of Dragon Tales and Thomas to Disc Replay because, unfortunately, you, me, Thomas PBS Program Breaker, and Flicka and Gum Robber are all adults because, well, well, I know Thomas is muted, but all three of us, including Gum Robber and Flick Love 2000 Returns, are all adults and can get it ourselves. I think I might have provided you the link to that lot of 8 Dragon Tales TV before.
Sorry, I was checking.
That's fine, Thomas Storm Breaker. I was telling Jake Barnes something important.
So I was checking the Between the Lines episodes from seasons 9 and 10. And from like when they show the announcer funny where he announces the story that's coming up, like seasons including seasons 9 to 10, most of the episodes use the ones from season 5, while some of them use the ones from season 6, and the ones use them from 7 to 8, and some of them use the newer version of Announcer Bunny from seasons 9 to 10. Which, God, I hate Announcer Bunny from 9 to 10.
And that Jackson says I can't join because I'm busy. Okay, I know you're busy, Jackson. That's okay. At least you get to hear me what I'm talking about in this chat. Well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed to see if maybe this will be my super lucky day this week. Well, this is my week I get paid from work. I get paid from work tomorrow.
You know, if it was Friday the 13th, wouldn't it be all about luck or bad luck?
I think so. I mean, possibility. But I know, like, I provide you the link on a 8 Dragon Tales TV stick because I know, unfortunately, we and Flick do it ourselves.
Yeah,
But I
and
know
you
like
were
that's one
saying
you already have.
that you were saying something about adults again.
Yeah, like all of us are adults, including Gum Robert, Flick Love 2000. Even though 18 and 19 means still a teenager, but adult.
Yeah, like me and Jake Martin are still teenagers, but we're young adults.
Well, me and Gum Robert and Flick Love 2000, all three of us are over the age of being adults, so we're official adults.
Okay. Yeah.
So that means all five of us can buy our own things now. But
Yeah.
I know when I
I
had
turned 18 6 months ago. You know that. Yeah. Sorry. But
it's okay.
anyways, so Announcer Bunny from Between the Lines never scared you?
I don't think he's. I mean, I looked at him in the good old times from 2006. 2009 was somewhat good.
What's that?
Like, when they introduced PBS Kids No Child Left Behind grant as an additional sponsor for the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. Anyways, you were saying Announcer Bunny was what?
Like when he announces with the No Child Left Behind grant was actually really good.
Yeah. But you said something before No Child Left Behind Grant stuff?
I think so.
Yeah, you said you liked him before 2009?
Yeah, the way he spoke in some 2006 program breaks I watched on YouTube, he was not so bad in 2006.
Yeah. I think he was alright in 2007 and 2008. Even though, fun fact, if you didn't know, season 7 to 8 of Between the Lines were produced in 2007.
Like 2007 was when season 11 Thomas.
Yeah. Not to mention, by the way, if I forgot to mention, yeah. Yeah, I think starting with that season 7, I think that's when some episodes were repeated, such as the Coyote and Rabbit from season 6. I think that was seen on, I think I remember watching that episode.
Yeah.
I watched, I watched some season 6 episodes and I watched some season 5 and season 6 episodes where one of them actually has the season 7 funding. with the announcer friend saying, "Between the Lions is funded in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, a cooperative agreement from the U.S. Department of Education's Ready to Learn grant, and by the Barksdale Reading Institute." Yeah, that version I remember seeing a lot. Like, I think it was used in reruns from seasons 5 to 6.
But at least I know that they almost got the season funding almost good. But also, I know Jake Barnes probably not gonna probably like Zoomer between the lines. I mean, I don't know if you've watched them, or
No.
I mean, you'll probably like between the lines. You know, it's almost as cool as Bear in the Blue House because it's got the same person who they got Bear's puppet. I think it's who's the voice of? I think it's Bill Neal is the voice of Bear. I think that's the name. That same guy who puppeteered Bear in the Big Blue House and voiced him. He was one of the voices of one of the Between the Lions characters.
Yeah. And I think there was one character, by the way. No, there was one actor who actually appeared in this series who like does the spelling and all that stuff. Or the rhyming. I can't remember. He actually did appear in one Elmo's World episode about mouths, I think.
Like one of the characters from Between the Lions, I think, like he appeared in the Elmo's World segment Mouths.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, that you know that I can also tell you yes, I didn't like the Parshin and the Giant of Odds debut episode of Dragon Tales. Jake Martin used to. I don't think it scared me, but I gotta tell you, I don't know why the gang was just trying to was quarreling a lot to say how are they gonna get out of the tree because it's all thanks to Zach and Weezy just fighting over and they got thrown into the tree by the Giant of Nod because they would not stop quarreling. Wouldn't it be better if Quetzal just went to see where they were? Because think about it. Quetzal appeared at the very end of the Giant of Nod's debut. And I don't know why he was being so lazy. He could have just came over and he could have just pulled that rock out of the way. I was like, done. The episode's done. They could have just performed the concert and just went back home. Because, you know, Quetzal's the one who there's to help the people out. But yeah, think again, like how Quetzal's absent in some episodes of season 1. Think again, he's absent in more episodes of season 1 than you can imagine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, I think I'm gonna leave now.
Are you going to
Yeah.
leave Thomas Program Breaker?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. At least you have to stay for a while.
Yeah, see ya.
Just me and Jake Barnes for depending on how long I might stop this. But yeah, you can go and go, Thomas. Okay, yeah, it's just us, Jake Martin. Like I said, I think when my brother texts me saying he'll be coming home soon, that's when I'll probably take the rest outside. But I think what I'll do is I'll just stop the stream at like close around a little bit after 9 o'clock in my area.
Okay.
That's what I'll do. But yeah, like I said, wouldn't you like it better in the Giant of Nod's debut episode if Quetzal just came to the rescue after the Giant of Nod threw them in the tree?
Yeah.
Like, come on, Sony, just let Quetzal fix the problem. And also put him in some of these episodes. Like, yes, I know we hate the trash Miami or bust. He's not even in the episode. Not only was Sony being lazy and they didn't even put Cassie in Miami or bust, and yet in the garbage Miami or bust, they didn't even put Quetzal in there either. And also for some reason he never appeared in Kiki's debut episode, Baby Troubles, but in Finn's debut episode he did. Because I know he's supposed to be a kind fatherly teacher figure, Quetzal. But that doesn't bother me that at least And yeah, it would have been way, way worse if they put Quetzal in Finn's Blanky. No way. Because, yeah, ew, Finn's Blanky. Yeah, gross, disgusting Finn's Blanky. No. But I guess the reasons why they didn't put Quetzal in those episodes is the reasons why they don't even go to school in episodes. Well, because I know, yes, in Baby Troubles, they go to Ord's Cave and Baby Troubles and... But I couldn't even tell who was the voice of Ord's mom, but I know Ellen Kennedy was the voice of Cassie's mom. Yeah, and actually, I don't think I showed you Magic Railroad on VHS, Jake Martin. I do have it on VHS, or maybe I have. I'm not so sure. I think I might have showed you it already. If not, I'll just show you it.
I see it.
Yeah. Yes, has the error on the back where they put it. But I think I can do this just to, even though I don't want to really mess this up. Like I was telling Thomas and Pete's Program Breaker earlier on in the stream, I think what I'll do is I'll print out a little sheet of paper, but write the word song tracks and cover up the word story stops because it should say our song tracks are, because it says on the episodes and songs box saying +2 bonus story stops. Because yeah, like I could just, but the other two words can stay where they are. Both saying are. It's like saying what they have. Just cover up the word story stops, but replace it with song tracks. So that way that doesn't give me that problem. I don't have to look at that silly error ever again. But on this VHS, maybe I could cover up the A and replace it with an O, because it's almost pronounced Sodor, but they just actually put an A at the end. Instead of putting the O. Because yes, on the DVD and the 20th anniversary Blu-ray, they did fix that error. And yes, my tape here is the one that does have the Dragon Tales on PBS promo and the different version of the Stuart Little on VHS trailer. And Elmo and Grouchland preview plays after the Muppets from Space trailer. Whereas I think your copy is probably the common version where it doesn't have those previews. Where they show the Dragon Videos trailer, but not the PBS one. And let's see, there's a guest. Oh, Jack again. I don't know if that's...
Man. Not today, Jack.
I don't know if that's possible because I laid down some rules already. I already know the drill from these rules. But yeah, and like I said, I'll just cover up I'll just cut out a little sheet of paper, but cover up the letter A on Sodor just to fix it. Because it's almost spelled out correctly. They just actually put an A in Sodor on the VHS, but they almost got the other ones correct. And I'll be right back in a sec.
Okay. All right.
And I know I showed you, yes, I had Best of Thomas on VHS as well as DVD. I can show you both the VHS and the DVD.
Best of Thomas.
Yes. Which, I don't know why on this DVD of Best of Thomas, why couldn't the people at Ghislaine saying, we are proud to produce this DVD? Because, Thomas Magic Bird was the first Thomas release to be on DVD, despite it was a movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just cover up the words first ever, because this was not actually the first Thomas release. Well, I guess the reasons why they did it because it was the first release of to have episodes on DVD, the first episodic release on DVD and VHS. Because yeah, I guess the movie doesn't really count. But yeah, I know still don't have this on DVD yet.
Of course not. Which I'm getting it along with Dragon Tales Let's Share Let's Play.
Yeah. Like I said, I think there's a DVD lot. Like I said, I think I might be able to do this. Well, I don't know how I can do this. I'll have to open up eBay somewhere else on my thingy on the internet on my thing, but I have to turn my mic off. But like I said, I think it still goes while I'm going live, but I'll just keep the mic and the camera turned off. So that's why I can provide the links. So, because like I said, I provide you the link through comments, but I think you have to click on it quickly before it disappears.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the same thing that happens with Gum when he sent me a link to one of these Thomas TV lots on eBay with two things I really needed so bad. Like I mentioned them already. And another thing, I was that close to getting a Best of James with the Press My Nose I Whistle, but unfortunately I lost to that one as well. But like I said, I'll probably... I mean, I'd have sent you through a comment, but I think I can try to do it while streaming, but I know you'll just... But I don't think that'll help you, because I think it'll just exit you out of the stream, so I think I'll do it... I'd do it for comments after streams are over, just to be sure.
Yeah.
But like I said, there is the 8 lot of Dragon Tales DVDs, but unfortunately you already have experienced new things.
Yeah.
So that means if you got that 8 DVD lot, you have to either, like... Because I know you're fine with your copy that has the 2009 reprint disc inside.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, if you got that lot, so I think the other 7 you had to keep, but you had to give the Experience New Things DVD to someone else, or just sell it on eBay. Like, I'll look at the lot of 8 Dragon Tales DVDs after the stream's over to see which ones you don't have, because I know the one from the lot you already have, which is Experience New Things. But at least there's another one you can get that as a... These two ones from 2000, from 2 different years you don't have. There's a lot of Let's Be Brave, Sing and Dance in Dragonland, which I also saw on eBay. Because, well... That's what I think. And Koza says hi. Hello, Koza. Yeah, and like I said, like I think once you get that lot of 8 Dragon Tales DVDs, Jake Barton, you'll have to get rid of the other Experience New Things copy, because I know you don't mind the reprint disc for your Experience New Things DVD. But it's not only your Experience New Things DVD that has the reprint disc. I know I watched this one person's collection of Dragon Tales DVDs. Both his Easiest 1, 2, 3 DVD disc is the reprint from 2009 as well. I mean, you just gotta look hard for it. I mean, it's rare to find. But like I said, this is my week to get paid. But I don't know if you get paid at the same time as me, because unfortunately we live in 2 different states. But I mean, there is the lot that has Let's Be Brave and Sing and Dance in Dragonland. So
Well, I'm getting Let's Be Brave along with the Wiggles, Racing to the Rainbow, Splish Splash, Big Red Boat, and I think there's another one that's from 2006. Wait.
if you just get that lot of Dragon Tales DVDs, you'll have them all situated in no time. Because I mean, because that's how I got most of my Dragon Tales DVDs. Or sometimes I'll just get them off by themselves, or just through lots.
I usually get them by themselves.
Okay, because I mean, I mean, even if it's just be easier, there's a lot of 8 Dragon Tales DVDs you could probably get to, and also get like the Singing Dance in Dragonland and Let's Be
I
Brave.
was gonna get it along with a Dragon Tales VHS tape. There's Nothing to Fear, Fraggle Rock, doing things that doozers do, down in Fraggle Rock, Thomas and Friends, Thomas and the Really Brave Engines, and the Wiggles sailing around the world.
Okay, so I think you said you want to get, well, because I think, yes, you have to unfortunately find these yourself, but I did see We Can Work It Out on DVD on eBay. I know what it looks like, because I know I have my copy that has the insert inside, because it had that sticker on the cellophane saying. So, well, yeah. Because I know I really, really want to include you in Flicka for my Dragon Tales DVD collection upgraded version for 2023. Once you get eventually more Dragon Tales DVDs, because I know for my second edition, the one I did way at the beginning of this year, you couldn't join because you didn't have that many Dragon Tales DVDs to show.
Of course not.
But yeah, I saw We Can Work It Out DVD on eBay, brand new. It's a little bit over $10, but that's not too bad, honestly. Well, that's where I found, like, even though I find most of my Dragon Tales DVDs sometimes in a store, because it's funny, like, whenever I try to search up something of Dragon Tales on half-price books, I have to separate Dragon and Tales. Because if I spell it as one word, they say no results pop up on half-price books. Which I have a half-price books in my state, but I don't know if you do in your state. If you just Google up this store near me, they'll Google up saying if they have any locations nearby your house. That's where I looked up disc replays in my state. I just look up disc replay near me, and they give me these locations and. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think I've seen I mean, if you don't mind getting the Do the Right Thing VHS, no. Let's play DVD with this. You just have to look really hard for some good prices. Like eBay, they go up for much more than if you find them in a store. But yes, I think I know you might find a way to find Percy's Chocolate Crunch on VHS along with James Red Balloon. Like I said, you said you want to get We Can Work It Out with those 2 Thomas VHS tapes, James the Red Balloon and Percy's Chocolate Crunch. And the other one you said was Wiggle Bay of the Wiggles.
And Top of the Tots.
Which I know you still have Top of the Tots on VHS, just not DVD.
Yes.
So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, you probably don't want to get the lot of Dragon Tales DVDs, but I know you want to get the. Luckily, I found some auctions with the VHSs of Percy Chocolate Crunch and James the Red Balloon, and yes, get Wiggle Bay on DVD or VHS.
What was that?
You're trying to get. I know you said you want to get Wiggle Bay on DVD with Top of the Top.
Yes.
Okay.
On DVD.
Yeah. I have Wiggle Bay actually. I just got it. So yeah, get those 2 on DVD, but the Thomas releases will be VHS, but Dragon Tales will be on the DVD. Even though I can find the VHS if We Can Work It Out on eBay as well. Because like I said, like all these ones leading up to Sing and Dance in Dragonland I can get on VHS, because as long as I mentioned these already. But I'm avoiding Look on the Bright Side on Dragon Tales VHS. And yeah, like I said, I'm still looking for the Easter edition of Mud Glorious Mud so I can put it into my copy from 2008, but it has the Easter insert from the Lionsgate version, but it's in the Anchor Bay release. Just like if I get that Valentine's Day version of Engines and Escapades from 2010, but put it into my original 20th Century Fox release from 2008. And maybe get that Easter edition of It's Great to Be an Engine as well, because it has the original DVD art in a Easter basket, just like, because I think they never ever re-released it by Lionsgate with it, because they didn't do it the same way as Thomas the Sword Celebration. It's Great to Be an Engine, where they didn't put the new Hit Entertainment logo on the top and they use a portrait of Thomas in an oval, but you put distributed by Lionsgate. They still has the same old packaging, just like the original 04 release. Every copy of It's Great to Be an Engine is exactly the same on DVD. They never, ever changed it. Up until when they re-released it by Universal Studios, that's when they changed it.
Oh.
And yeah, I know you'll find the Toss the Jet Engine release, which I have on the shelf over there. You actually could show you. Let me go grab it. Here's Toss the Jet. Yes, I know. I mean, you can find this, this and the Believe in Yourself DVD on eBay, no problem. I mean, you just got to look at the pictures really well. But yeah, this is why I didn't get the slim case version, because, why on earth do I need this when it's just the same thing? And yes, I know some people. I was talking to one of my viewers earlier in the stream, Jake Barn, how Smudger became Bertram, because they had to use Duke's old model because Duke never appeared after season 4, and the stock footage in season 7 does not count. Well, one stock footage he appears in is in Harold and the Flying Horse. Duke.
Yeah, use stock footage from Rusty Helps Peter Sam.
And it shows this, but at this scene it's different from when George Carlin says, "The lakes and woods have many villagers, and Harold the helicopter flies the sky, making sure that no one's in trouble." That was actually a good George Carlin season 4 impression that time. Because I know Rusty Helps Peter Sam with George Carlin's narration very well. Because like this one where Gordon says to Sir Handel, "No one understands our feelings," sympathized Gordon. "Now, if you were ill, you couldn't shunt cars, could you?" "Good idea," replied Sir Handel. "I'll try it." And then he says, "I don't feel well," he groaned. But yeah, and also I know they used some stock footage from Best Dressed Engine, even though we didn't get to that episode yet. In Bulgy Rides Again, they used scenes from Best Dressed Engine, which we haven't seen that episode yet.
What about the opening scene from Percy's Chocolate Crunch?
That's also used at the beginning of Best Dressed Engine for some reason, but this one goes, "In the summertime, there is no better place to be than the island of Sodor." But they used the original Mike O'Donnell and Jr. Campbell music. And yeah, and if you thought Emily was first season with her being bossy, think again. She was really cross at Thomas and Percy and Salty Stormy Tale when she told them off sternly, very crossly, saying it's not nice to copy the way others speak, and that they hurt Salty's feelings. But yeah, let me show you. It's Great to Be an Engine. Yeah, I showed you. Well, I'm just showing off random stuff because this is just the chat stream. I don't want to. I'm not showing off the collection just yet. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter which version of It's Great to Be an Engine you get, Jake Barton. It will still play the original DVD opening no matter what. Even if it's the reprint from 2007 or 2006 or the Easter edition, it'll still play the original release. Because for some reason they never updated they never show Lionsgate content on this release. But for Steamies vs. Diesels and Sword Celebration and Colonial Engines, they did. I know, yes, you don't care which version of its Great Speed Engine you get, Jake Barn, as long as they have this one, not the universal re-release of its Great Speed Engine. Well, like I said, even when the Lionsgate re-released them by they never did it for the first 4. Well, the only Season 8 release they did release it by Lionsgate was Solar Celebration, but this and Steamy vs. Diesels and Songs from the Station kept it the same way. I'll be right back.
Got distracted checking on one of my Sesame Street DVDs.
This is my brother, Jake Martin. He was just checking to see how it was going. At least he didn't call me. He just texted me saying how's it going. I told him it was going okay.
All right.
It's going good. But yeah, it's Great Speed Engine. Like I said, it doesn't matter which version you get. Just avoid the universal re-release of this.
Yeah.
Because even Lionsgate did release this, they didn't even change the packaging of this. You know, like I told you, the only one they only did for Lionsgate was Tossasaur Celebration. The only one from 2005 that did just Lionsgate re-release packaging were Source Celebration and Calling All Engines. Which I want to get that fun pack so bad, because maybe if I want to replace that It's Great to Be an Engine, but I will do this if the It's Great to Be an Engine in the fun pack has that logo, that Fox reprint on the logo on the disc. I'll replace the disc, not do anything else. Because I actually want to put the Easter packaging into this copy of It's Great to Be an Engine. Because, well, even the one in the fun pack won't have the booklet. I'll just replace the disc, not replace the whole release, because every version, like I said, is the exact same. Just like I said, avoid the universal re-release of It's Great to Be an Engine. I see them pop up on eBay a lot. But yeah, Steamies vs. Diesels, I know you'll probably get that with another Dragon Tales release, as well as It's Great to Be an Engine and Toss the Jet Engine. Which I know one of them would be Whenever I'm Afraid.
I was actually getting... Oh. Why am I checking all my Sesame Street DVDs?
But yeah, I was just saying, yes, you'll get the Dragon Tales Whenever I'm Afraid DVD with
New Friends for Thomas?
Yeah, I've seen New Friends for Thomas. You will, yeah. But make sure it's the original Anchor Bay release from 2004 in a thick case, because I do not like the one where it says Making Treks to Great Destinations on the slim case version, even the Lionsgate version. Even though I want to find a New Friends for Thomas, but swap it, put the postcard, one of the postcards, because think about it, I cannot get all copies of New Friends for Thomas on DVD, but put all those 6 postcards into my one main copy I like to have so much. But yeah, Whenever I'm Afraid, you're getting with New Friends for Thomas and
the early years.
And yeah, the early years is going to be really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I think since I actually sent you the link to the Dragon Tales lot of DVDs, but you want to get them with those Thomas and other releases, I think what I'll do is I'll provide the link for the We Can Work It Out release and see if there's good auctions for the James Red Balloon and Percy's Chocolate Crunch VHS tapes and the Wiggle Bay DVD of Wiggles Top of the Tots. Because, well, like I said, unfortunately they disappear after a few minutes when I send you them through comments. A link there's to something on eBay, which is a shame. Because I know that's really a shame. It just disappears after a while, even though I literally sent you a link through comment. Alright, yeah, it's 9:15. So I think what I'll do, Jake Barnes, since I want to, even though it's like I did start the stream earlier, but I want to do this to be sure. I'm gonna actually stop at 9:30, just like I do with every other stream, because I know I gotta work in the morning. Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's actually 9:16, so he has 14 more minutes, I should say. But yeah, I'm not sure which release you would get. It's great to be an engine with, since you're getting the early New Friends for Thomas with Whenever I'm Afraid.
I'm getting it with I think a toy pack as a bonus.
Like you're gonna get the DVD train pack of It's Great to Be an Engine.
Yes.
It comes with a Percy or a Toby train.
Probably Toby.
You gotta look hard. Those packs are so expensive on eBay. You gotta watch out.
Yeah.
They're expensive. If you could just find it solo, that's fine, because it just looks. It's like I said, every version looks the same, no matter which version you get. But yeah, I'm not sure if you have any other cool movies on VHS or DVD besides the Disney animated films, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I know you've probably not seen 16 Candles. It's a good movie. I've seen 16 Candles. It's a great movie. And I did see one of the seasons of Simpsons at my work, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get it because, well, I don't know if they're going to release a complete series on Blu-ray for my perspective collection. But I mean, yes, you'll get Believe in Yourself of Dragon Tales with probably this one.
I
think that was the right one, yeah.
Alright. Or maybe I'll have to look up on my images.
I know you made those. I think you did make those images to list off the things you want to get next. And it says, what 2 streams? I thought you only do 1 stream per day. No, I do Tuesdays and Fridays, depending on my pay week at Koza. Since this week is my pay week, I do 2 streams. Well, sometimes I will do Friday, sometimes I won't. But since I decided to do one today, since my brother was decided to go out today and hang out with friends, I decided to do it today.
Okay.
But yes, you're not going to be doing. If I don't do a stream on Friday, that's fine, Jake Barn, because if my brother doesn't go out, that's fine.
Yeah, on Friday, I'm about to watch these 2.
Yes, the one that has Abby Kadabi's debut.
My all-time favorite.
Yeah, I know you like her, but I don't. I mean, at least she didn't try to replace anyone in Sesame Street, honestly. I mean, because I don't know what season was the last one to feature the hairy monster guy, who's on my old school Volume 1 set of Sesame Street. I don't know what season he was the final time we got to see him.
I'll have to find out on Wikia.
But because at least she didn't try to replace anyone, Abby Kadabi.
Of course not.
Unlike, yes, I didn't like when Nia and Rebecca replaced Edward and Henry.
I know.
Because, seriously, I would have loved if Mattel just made an episode where they just put them on a trial saying if they're really ready to join the main cast. So, yeah, you told me you had show images of things you're trying to get along those things next. At least I know the ones from 2003 this time, but the ones from 2004 are going to be in 05 and onwards are going to be tricky. Like for the Amazing Pets 09, release, Jake Martin, I'm not sure which ones from 2009 you'll get with.
I was getting it with the Berenstain Bears, Halloween Treats, and those 2 Bob the Builder DVDs. Truck Teamwork and Built for Fun.
Yeah. But yeah, But I think you were going to probably get Believe in Yourself with Thomas the Jet Engine.
Hmm.
If not, I'm not so sure. Well, I'm not quite sure. But for the ones from 2005, like Hooray for Thomas with Solar Celebration, Songs from the Station, and Percy Saves the Day, since I think for Percy Saves the Day and Songs from the Station, probably get that with Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun.
Hmm.
Like,
Well, I already have Percy Saves the Day.
well, actually, right. If you get Songs from the Station with Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun with Solar Celebration. Well, like I said, if I get that fun pack with its rate speed engine, I'll probably just replace the disc. I'm not going to replace the whole copy because I want to do something else cool. Even if I find another rate speed engine copy that has the cellophane on the sticker saying 60 minutes of fun, but does have the little Star Your Kids on the right track sheet, then maybe I could replace the copy with the 20th Century Fox disc copy in the fun pack. But also get the Easter of It's Great to Be an Engine. And that Valentine's Day packaging of Carnival Capers and Engines and Escapades. And yes, get the Easter thing of Mud Glorious Mud. I think because you have all the Thomas releases of 2006, Jake Barnes, you'll get some of the Wiggles releases with Let's Be Brave or Say Hola to Enrique. I think for when you get Say Hola to Enrique, that's going to be a...
I might have to show those images whenever I do another Q&A video.
Oh, it's like, I know, like, that way you can see, I would like... Because, I mean,
Yeah.
I would love for you to join my Dragon Tales DV collection stream once you get more Dragon Tales DVs, but this time I'll do it with just me and Flicka for that stream. Once I eventually... I want to do that. I'll want to do it for me this time, but this is going to be just with me and Flicka.
Yeah.
Because, well... Because, like I said, he can get the Dragon Tales DVs himself, so can you, and I already finished my collection, and I asked Gum if he wanted to get the Dragon Tales DVs since he's watched all the episodes of Dragon Tales, but he gave out these answers. He gave out A, not interested in them, B, he doesn't have enough room, or C, he can't buy any more stuff.
Mm.
But as for me, I'm just to make my shelf space even more convenient. Like I said, I will find Trust Thomas and all those other ones in slim cases when I go to the Train Convention 24 next year.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll find those releases in thin cases. Like I should have kept a Big Day for Thomas the slim case. Because, well, there was no reason for me to get rid of the other one. Because, yes, I'm never, ever going to find that VHS of a Big Day for Thomas because it's so rare. Now, even if I find it bare copy, the 2003 bare copy on eBay, it's not too bad. But that original 1990s copy of a Big Day for Thomas is so expensive. And it's for easy as 1, 2, 3 of Dragon Tales. I know you'll probably find that with... I think if the Percy's Chocolate Crunch VHS with Weekend Workout, I think maybe you'll find the DVD of Percy's Chocolate Crunch with easy as 1, 2, 3.
Or maybe with the other Thomas DVDs like Cranky Bugs, Races, Rescues, and Runaways, Best of Percy, Best of James, Spills and Chills, the Wiggle Space Dancing. I mean, Dance Party. I already have Space Dancing.
It's okay. But I know you'll find Dance Party, which is just I know it's the 1995 recording of the Australia video of the Big Red Car, but they did re-record it in the 2006 video, Here Comes the Big Red Car, which I'm trying to find that release of, which I might try to maybe get some of these Wiggles releases for my birthday, since I did finish Dragon Tales and Thomas. Maybe I'll find some of those Wiggles DVDs for my birthday, or maybe, well, it depends on what I do. Because like I said, I think I made an important video saying when to really hold back on buying stuff. Wait till there's like a sale going on at like the store, or wait till your birthday comes. So maybe that way I can focus on stuff like I really want for my birthday. well, I would just like to really do it for, well, when it comes to my birthday, that's when I'll really get some stuff. Like, even though I can buy stuff during the month of my birthday, I just gotta make sure I'm waiting every 2 weeks when I get paid. Because I know, like I said, this week is my pay week, so I will be getting paid this week, tomorrow and in the afternoon. Because I know my private bank that I have, which I'm not going to say out here, I don't want to say it out loud. Lucky me, the bank that I have was being such a nice company. They gave me my payslip from work a day early. Usually I'm supposed to get it on Friday, but since I have my private bank account like this one bank I trust, they make my payslip come a day early. But yeah, like I said, paying the bills for my actual house is gonna really suck. Because I know with apartments, you have to take it to a leasing office to drop it off at the office saying that's the rent bill for your house. All that private money rent for your house or apartment, wherever you live in, that's gonna really suck when I live in an actual house. And yeah, so I think I'll just have to hold on. Like I said, I get the lots of kid shows from other kid shows. I get them in lots, so I don't have to worry about doing it from other shows because I want to fill up my other collections. As for my Barney ones, I've not talked about Barney in a while because 3 minutes left, Jake Barnes. Like I said, I've not done a Barney collection stream before. Because the reasons why is because I don't want Barney overlapping the Wiggles because I like the Wiggles over Barney just a little bit. Like, the reasons why I never got these releases of Barney on VHS is because they're on DVD, basically. That's why I never get some of them. And that's the reasons why I never even get them on VHS, because, like, if it's only ones that are not on DVD. Like, remember, I used to have Walk Around the Block with Barney and What a World We Share on VHS, but unfortunately I got rid of them, which sucked. Isn't that a shame? But at least I have Barney's Halloween Party, and I want to get The Night Before Christmas on DVD. That's another one I want to get for my birthday this year. Barney's The Night Before Christmas, but these older ones I like to get the Lionsgate reprints so I can see Thomas content at the beginning because because even though I don't really hate the Barney theme song that much as the Wiggles or Thomas or Bob the Builder. The Bob the Builder one I can chill to the most. But I want to get Barney's Night Before Christmas on DVD. But like I said, I don't like the earlier Barneys where the designs of Baby Bop and BJ and Barney look so weird in seasons 1 through 3. Later seasons, they make them much better. Sorry about that. I thought I heard my dad come in. And one more thing, and then when it reaches 9:29, Jake Barn, I'm going to do one quick impression about. Well, one thing I'm going to also tell you that, yes, I'm never going to get these Barn releases on VHS because what's the reason to have them on both VHS and DVD when it's the same content? I just want to have them on just to save me some shelf space. So that's why I'm never getting some of them on DVD or VHS because because DVD's better. But yeah, it's 9:29, Jake Barn. So I think what I'll do is I'll just do one quick impression. So it's because I want to make sure I'm getting ready for work in the mornings because it's almost 9:30. So yeah, one quick impression I'll do from this anything and just in general. I think this impression I'll do from this particular episode is this one where it goes. Oh, how about this one? Peekaboo! Let me try. Peekaboo! What's that? It's Kiki Squishy. It's Kiki's favorite toy. And of course, here, Kiki, you want your Baba? Watch out! Uh-oh! Phew! No, Kiki! That's not for eating!
Baby Troubles.
Yes, the debut of Kiki of Dragon Tales. In Dragon Tales, yes. So yeah, I'm going to let you go, Jake Barn. It's 9:30, so I'm going to go off and end this stream.
Okay.
Yep, see ya.
See ya.
See ya. Well, anyways, yep, hopefully you guys enjoyed this chat stream for April 12th of 2023. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this and maybe stick around for more streams coming soon as always. So yep, bye for now everyone, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this chat stream, my lucky April 12th, 2023 chat stream. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it and stick around for more chat streams, as many other streams coming soon, and maybe some regular videos still coming to my YouTube channel as always.